We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Greyhounds and the Thunder. The Thunder look for their 7th straight victory next. Bruce Cartwright is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
So digging in now, Richard Wise. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And now a pitch on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base paths.
Into the box, DeMarcus Peterson in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Wise gets his lead at first, nobody out. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Glenn Diaz comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that ball between first and second base. Hero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Behind 0-2 now. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled off. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. High in the air out to center field. Saunders is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Dave Baggett is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Will. They lost the first game of this series. They certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out. Give your team a chance. Give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit. Even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
The numbers on the year, 272. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Eric Hill, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So striding forward now, Brian Hannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Out in front of it, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And quickly there are two away. Ready now, Scott Franchise. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Charles Burns. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball one. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And this is hit hard to the right side. The 2-2. Scott Latner, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at-bat.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
The fastball here too low. It's 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Latner has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Saunders is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Eric Hill, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Mike Hayes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Hit to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, A.J. Valido. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. This one's down to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So stepping in, Lon Saunders. Here comes the first pitch. Up and the 0-1, and he lays off for ball 1. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richard Wise.
The center fielder, Richard Wise.
First delivery to him on the way. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Here now the 2-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, DeMarcus Peterson, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. The 2-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Stepping in now, Glenn Diaz. Strike taken, the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Now the 0-1. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it. 0-2, here it comes. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Billy DuBose is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. He couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
The set and the 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Ripped down the first base line. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Plate, Hal Hale, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hill is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Coming to the plate now, Corey Esparza. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way.
Outside, that's the ball.
One out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Down to 3-2.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Bruce Hartwright, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Hannon. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's set and the pitch.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Cannon, 33 years old. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full punch.
Burns will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Dave Baggett. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
No balls and 1 strike. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate now, Nick Seymour. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready with the 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. To short, reined in, and that's the 2nd out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding into the box, Charles Burns. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Burns is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Esparza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Adrian Esparza.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall.
So up until this point, they've had to fight and scratch for every single thing, but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Scott franchise as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Mike Hayes waits on deck. A runner at second, nobody out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. They off pitch one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. In his career, Hayes is carrying around his sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double. Move him over with the ground ball and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A.J. Valido is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
2 balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Travis Blondie will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Stepping up now, Scott Ladner. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Ladner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And now pitch on the way. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. outside, 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fouled away. Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Eric Hill, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. That's by him for strike 1. Blondie originally hails from Kansas. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Richard Wise, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Down 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Lon Saunders.
For Tennessee, the center fielder, Lon Saunders.
First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Digging in, Hal Hale. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
One out, nobody on. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Hale brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Now at the plate, Corey Esparza. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that will retire the side. Digging in once again, DeMarcus Peterson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Anytime you're battling the scores even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Glenn Diaz. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's a look over to first. And the runner back in standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Diaz is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Outside, 3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. payoff pitch home. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you go with a slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready for another shot now, Billy DuBose. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2. It's a fastball that misses. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this kind of 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Riding in once again, Dave Baggett. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Lays off 1-0.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
Standing in now, Nick Seymour, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. The ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1-2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of his zone. 1 out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Charles Burns. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Now the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Ball that count.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eric Hill. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Saturn leads it 3-1. Michael Lopez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Lopez.
Grounded up the first baseline, and a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Comes into his first at bat at 283, 9 homers and 31 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Bounce to first. Well, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brian Cannon.
At the plate now, Brian Cannon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pitch on the way.
That's the ball.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High and away, not close. 3-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here it is, the 3-0. It's in there for strike 1. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Adrian Esparza, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here comes the first pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, and he botches it. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Clyde Hicks is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year. So now to the plate, Scott Franchise, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Smoke toward third. He's right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Now batting, Mike Hayes. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. still only one out in the inning. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Softly hit out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
The batter, the left fielder, A.J. Valido.
At the plate, A.J. Valido, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch just like that one.
Ready with the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
The full count offering. Fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now back, the center fielder, Lon.
Stepping into the box, Lon Saunders. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 0-1 offering.
Look out, 1-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Here's the 2-1. Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Philip Baxter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Richard Wise. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Into the box, DeMarcus Peterson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 1-0. Baxter, originally from Mississippi. He was a first-round pick back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 2-0. Fouled off. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now back, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Glenn Diaz will swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Another 0-2 home. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Into the box now, Billy DuBose. And he puts it on the ground to second. The second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Digging in and looking for more, Dave Baggett. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Ready with the 1-0. 2-0.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Three and 0 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Fastball is taken for a strike and he runs it full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Franchise is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Jason Haig gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Stepping up to the plate, Hal Hale.
For the Thunder, the shortstop, Hal Hale.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Wise is right there, one down.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Striding in, Corey Esparza. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. It's in there. A called strike three.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Andrew Arellano will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the base is empty. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 289 is the average coming in. 10 home runs and 54 runs batted in. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. The kid, Hale, has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Hale.
Now at the plate, Nick Seymour.
For Saturday, the right fielder, Nick Seymour.
First offering on its way. On he pops it up. Esparza has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Fouled away. lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. Left fielder looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead 4-3.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Stepping in now, Charles Burns, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, a 3-2. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
To plate now, Scott Ladner. Swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Ball.
1-1.
1-1.
2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here's a high pop-up. Cannon is calling for it. He's got it one away. Eric Mensch gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Eric Mensch.
Walt Skolrin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And that's swung on and missed for strike one. They'll start this one at 274. 18 homers and 60 runs batted in. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Fouled off. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate now, Richard Wise. As he'll take a look at ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0.
Ball that's outside.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Stepping in, DeMarcus Peterson. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike. 2 out here and a runner at 2nd. And a slur, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now back, the third baseman.
Stepping into the box, Glenn Diaz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Greyhounds lead it 5-3. Chris Birch is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the power-hitting 2nd baseman, Brian Canada.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Digging in, Adrian Esparza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0.
And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate, Scott Franchise, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Lined into right, a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Here it comes, 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Very high, 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2. Would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Two out here and a runner at second. Weak grounder down the line at third. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, AJ.
Jason Ross will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. Standing in, A.J. Valido. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0 pitch.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
In there, 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Greyhounds are out on top, 5-3. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Billy DuBose. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting is shortstop, Dave Baggett.
Ready once again, Dave Baggett. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Nick Seymour. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Slow roller left side. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Wade enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Lon Saunders. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Late square, and this is popped up. Diaz is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Stepping in, Hal Hale. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
That was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
The first baseman, number 7, Corey.
Standing in now, Corey Esparza. Bullet back up the middle. Wise is there, 2 gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Milton Otto will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Greyhounds come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The Greyhounds came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jason Haig wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Keith Wade records the save, number 38. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
this guy's still third. They're coming hard now.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Lightning and the Arrows. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Tobias Tejada, the hurler from the island nation of Curacao, gets the start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now, Seth Roberts. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And a very comfortable 81 degrees as we get things started this evening. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Eric Piper.
Into the box now, Eric Piper. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here it comes.
Yeah.
The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
In now, Mo Cole. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
From the stretch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Wes Taylor, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Digging in, Bull Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Bull Jr.
Now here it comes. Too high, 1-0. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
So now to the plate, Dexter Godwin. Pitch popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Batting first, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Set to go now, Alton Kramer. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one got a piece of him.
That ball got him right there.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chet Tierney. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, and he's the guy who drives the bus on this team, leading the team in that home run department, and he's really been the guy they look to drive it out of the yard.
Yeah, normally there are 2 or 3 guys in every lineup that you want to proceed with caution. This big home run hitter, he's the guy in this lineup you need to be very, very careful with.
Throw over to the bag. And another throw over. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. The 1-0.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Kramer is off of first with 2 away. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Royce Phillips. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here comes the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is fair. The catcher, Jason Easel.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jason Easel, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Two 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Digging in, Wesley Rain. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's just out. That's a ball. 2-0.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. One out, nobody on. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So coming to the plate, Bo Sanders. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
1-0. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Stepping in now, Timmy Hinson, as he lines it out to center, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third, and he's safe. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Wes Taylor, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center, and no one can corral that one. Base hit, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Into the box now, Seth Roberts, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Piper.
Settling in now, Eric Piper. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Ball one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Lightning lead this one 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Justin Martinez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Easel has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 6, the center fielder, King Giles.
Into the box, King Giles. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. That's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hard ground ball to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Into the box, Antonio Nunez, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two. Runners on first with one down. Outside, 3-0 now. From the stretch, 3-1. Fouled away. Before the payoff pitch, a look to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. And now they've got him in a rundown. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflated.
Another full count pitch home. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Mo Cole.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. To the plate now, Royce Phillips, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Jason Easel, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
First and second here with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
Stepping in now, Wesley Rain, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Bo Sanders, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Sanders is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
2 balls and a strike to count. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is in there.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Kenny Cunningham is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Timmy Hinson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Wes Taylor, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. One and 0 pitch on the way. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1 and 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Lightning are out in front 5-0. Digging in now, Hoot Lang. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Hey, the pitcher's going to be kicking himself on that one. You have to look in the on-deck circle. You see the pitcher with the donut on his bat. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate. 3-1.
At the plate, Kenny Cunningham. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Fielded cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a moment to check out the standings. And as you can see, their lead is just a game and a half entering play here today. Into the box now, Bull Jr. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Bull Jr. becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. At the plate now, Dexter Godwin. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Godwin is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Coming to the plate now, Alton Kramer. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Popped him up. Cole in foul ground. And that retires the side. But not before they're able to at least get one back on the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Seth Roberts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Eric Piper is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Mo Cole, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Hit high and deep to right center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Show Track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Royce Phillips. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A 1 pitch on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 out with the man at first. Smoke toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up, that put a smile on his face.
So now to the plate, Jason Heasel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Into right field, that's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Way behind a goofy knuckleball for strike 2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Line drive to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
In now, Bo Sanders. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Nashville is out in front here, 7-1. Now at the plate, Chet Tierney. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here it comes, 2-0. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. Justin Martinez is on deck. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Scooped up, and there's one down now.
Now batting, catcher, Clifton Martinez.
So digging in now, Justin Martinez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher break.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's a 7-2 game now.
His last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, King Giles. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. 1-0 home.
No strike.
Popped him up. Sanders in foul ground. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Antonio Nunez.
So striding in, Antonio Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. The pitch.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Nashville leads this one 7-2. So striding forward now, Timmy Hinson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Well, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Into the box, Wes Taylor. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he's safe.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Seth Roberts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
None out, runners at first and second. Lifted the other way out to left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Hinson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner will score from second.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Cameron Kennedy gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Eric Piper, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. Two pitch is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch, and another foul ball.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss him, but he got away with it.
Ready with another 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Fouled away. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Now in the box, Mo Cole. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A man at third with 1 away. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Popped up. Martinez moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Royce Phillips.
So stepping in, Royce Phillips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Comes set and the 0-1.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1. From the stretch, Kennedy features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the payoff pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone. on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
To the plate now, Jason Hazel. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Nashville is out in front 11-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hoot Lang. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The pitcher, number 60, Cameron Kennedy.
Cliff Kennedy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 7 homers and 21 driven in. The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that's in there. 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, the left fielder, Bull.
At the plate, Bull Jr. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Line, but speared on a hop. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Josh Hansen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another chance? Wesley Ray. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Wesley Ray.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Striding into the box, Bo Sanders. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
But this is speared by the first baseman, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
The center fielder, Timmy Hinson.
Coming to the plate now, Timmy Hinson. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back safely. First pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Nashville leads it 11-2. Stepping up now, Dexter Godwin. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him on the way. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. The throw into second, and he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate, Alton Kramer, and it's fouled away. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rain arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
The right fielder, number 99, Chet Tierney.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chet Tierney. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
1-1 the count now. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Justin Martinez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Softly hit to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Andrew Milton is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Milton.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1. And it's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here it comes on 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Seth Roberts.
Digging in to try it again, Seth Roberts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
1 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Stepping in now, Eric Piper, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Ready with the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Runner at first here, one man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Standing in now, Mo Cole, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
A 1-1.
Ball, that's it.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
Please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Roger Shipp gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now at the plate, King Giles. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
From the stretch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
So now to the plate, Antonio Nunez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, Shortstop, Hoot Lang.
Digging in once again, Hoot Lang. He's set and the pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 home. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 out, nobody on. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Sanders waits on it, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. The Lightning lead it 11-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Royce Phillips.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he can hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the air out to straightaway left. Junior is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And of course we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Ready for another shot now. Jason Easel. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Fastball swung on and missed.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Now the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now back.
Digging in the switch hitter, Wesley Ray. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Inside ball.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Rolando Valido will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bull Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate now, Dexter Godwin fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Ray is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Christopher Meadows comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now to the plate, Bo Sanders. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Bo Sanders.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. He'll try again. 1-2.
I got to count. 2-2.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Timmy Hinson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Hops this one up. Nunez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Roger Shipp, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Meadows, a California-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Ball. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Striding in once again, Seth Roberts. Man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Clark Levy enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 99, Chet Tierney.
Now batting, Chet Tierney. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one.
Levy, a 32-year-old veteran, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher Justin Martinez.
Stepping into the box, Justin Martinez. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Nashville took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Wes Taylor earned his 9th win of the year. Tobias Tejada couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 11 runs on 17 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.